Hey, what's up guys? This is Austin just bringing you another quick video. This time I'm going to be showing you guys how to put on some Rally Armor mud flaps for the 1993 to 2001 Subaru Impreza. And I'm not going to go over all the hardware and stuff because if you get this and you want to learn how to do it, this walkthrough is very easy and simple. And no, it didn't come this dirty. I've just been walking all over the place and stepping on it. But yeah, let's go ahead and begin. All right, now that we got the tires off there, as you can see, you just repeat the same process for the rear. You're gonna wanna look for these three main points here. This one, and that one. And what you can do is either take your 8mm socket and use it to loosen it that way, or you can take your Phillips head and just plug it in and try and get it out. What I've noticed is with some of the older cars is that if you try to unscrew with the Phillips head, it might snap the actual screw in there. So just be cautious, don't try and force anything, because I learned my lesson with my other car. But yeah, I'll go ahead and show you guys. It should come off here relatively simple, but we'll see. It is a 20-year-old car now. Yeah, well, I already stripped the head of the bolt, so we'll have to use the socket. So, let's hope that this works. I hope that didn't crack or anything. It doesn't seem like it's gonna come off here. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, sometimes that crack is it's coming loose, or you might have broken the bolt inside, but looks like for this one, got it out stress-free. And then you're gonna wanna repeat the process for the second and third one. I just found that it was easier to use the socket rather than the screwdriver, because it bends the tip of the screw to where you can't get any type of grip on it. So we got the last one here. This is very simple on these older Subarus compared to my 2006 Outback that everything was already broken and whatnot. But yeah, hopefully that's a good enough angle. Yeah, it should be. Nope. There it goes. Now, once you have all three of these bolts, simplest thing to do, go ahead and should just come right off there like that. Very easy and simple. Then the next step would be to go ahead and kind of peel your liner back a little bit. And as you can see, I've got rocks and everything falling out of there. But yeah. And we're gonna go ahead and take the little clamps out of the old one, the old bolt holders and the liner, and replace that with some new ones. But as you can see, I got a lot of crap coming out of there, so I'm gonna clean that out real quick and then catch up with you guys. Okay, now that I got it cleared out and I got the little plastic tabs off from the inside, you can kind of see, still got a little bit of dirt back there, but nothing to fret about. But as you can see, there's the first and second and the third placement for the new poly clips. So I'll go ahead and show you what they are. These are the old ones, and all you do is just unclip them just like that. Very simple, very easy. And Rally Armor sends all sorts of nice products for this. So we'll go ahead and put these back on here, the new ones, and hopefully I can hold this and put the new ones on at the same time. So yeah, I'm gonna show you, slide that one on, and obviously make sure that the the holes and the loops will match up for when you put the actual bolts in there. So that one's on there. Second one will be right here. And it should sit and be seated just like that, to where you can get the bolt in and everything like that. And we'll go with the last one here. And I also put this part to the rear of the car because I noticed when I put them on the other side, it didn't seat properly. So it kind of pushed the fender liner out just a little bit to where the fitment wasn't very well. So I put these to the rear, and I'm not sure if that's how you're supposed to do it. It doesn't really clarify, but that's the way that I like to do. So again, all you gotta do is just slide it right on there like that, and should be all set. And kind of push this one back, and now we'll get the mud flap to be on there. So yeah, that's it. Easy as can be, very simple. So now we'll go ahead and take our passenger side mud flap, and this will definitely be hard with just one hand, but I'll go ahead and put these in hand tight and I'll show you what to do. So yeah, now that I got this first one on here, this is the one that you can fully adjust the angle in which you want the mud flaps to sit. So the instructions say to have it sitting perpendicular, so about like that with the ground. And while it is still jacked up, it's kind of hard to do that. So you don't want to tighten them on there so much to where it'll be a pain to get them off, or that you just don't have it angled properly. So yeah, go ahead and get the next one on there. So they send you these medium-sized screws, and then you got the long screw and then a small one. So you can tell the difference in size. But for these front ones here, or for these two front ones, you'll want to be using the medium size. So go ahead and put it in there, and you'll have to fiddle around because you'll have to see there that it might go in there. There we go. And once you get it in there, you can take your screwdriver and lightly screw it in there. Now this other one here is going to be a little bit different because they give you some spacers as well, which is right here. And what you'll do is you'll take your long screw and, let's see, feed it through right like that. And then this will be the fun part with two hands. You'll put the spacer on, oh shit. You'll put the spacer on the end of that screw, and then, let's see, like that. And then you'll want to go ahead and try to put it in there with just by feel. So then yeah, there is the front. I can already tell I might have adjusted it while trying to put it on there a little bit too much to where it might be angled differently. But yeah, in theory, if this is what you wanted with the way it's sitting, that is all you have to do for the front mud flaps. Obviously, I still have to tighten it and get it seated properly, but that's literally it. As you can see from back here, it's on there. And as long as you tighten it, it's not going to come off. So yeah, that's how you do the front ones. And at the end, I'll show you everything completed, but right now we'll move on to the rear. The rear is a little bit different, so I'll show you that. All right, so here we are on the rear of the vehicle. As you can see, you got the drums and the rear fender here. And from here, you can already see that, man, that's pretty good fitment for the first try. Might need to adjust it a little bit more, but the tire's not completely tight yet. So again, go ahead and come back here and you'll look for your 3 main points that you're gonna wanna unscrew or use the socket to get out, which I think I'm gonna start with the socket this time, just to save myself that extra few seconds. But again, you'll be going here, here, and here. And this is the rear of the car. There's the gas tank. And yeah, so just go ahead and do the same thing as before. So now that I got all 3 bolts loose, this one is about to come out there. Again, it should just come right off there. And as you can see, these are the little plastic clamps that we're gonna be removing, which they're kind of tricky for being on there for so long. See if I can, yeah, see, they just slide off just like that, or they should. And again, here's the last clip. So yeah, now that you see that it's completely taken apart there and scattered all over the floor like mine, you can go ahead and do the same thing that we did on the front, except we'll be placing them in different spots. So go ahead and put one here. Just like so. And then you'll be putting one here. Slide on there a little bit. Now it might sit a little bit weird as you get on there, but once you start tightening it, it'll pull it back together. So if it sits kind of funky at an angle like that, it will pull it back on. There we go. That's what I was talking about. So you just want to make sure it has enough grip here on the side for when you seat your other one. Now the back side is a little bit more complicated, I guess you could say, because they give you this bracket. As you can see, the rear liner kind of sits back at an angle, so there would be, I guess, no way to really have this sitting properly. So what they did was they put this bracket here, and you'll go ahead and use the last and only small bolt. I already did the other side, so this would be the last side for me. But you'll go ahead and you will put your bracket up like this with the long side sitting perpendicular to the ground. So as you can see, the long slide will be out like this. That way it'll match up with this side. So yeah, I'll go ahead and put that on there and I'll show you what to do next. Actually, for the rear, you're going to want to use the last poly clip here. And what you'll do with that one is you'll just slide it right over that, and it will act as a holder for the other bolt. So what you'll want to do is start with the side that's inside the car the most on the mud flap, right like that. And you'll want to go ahead and put your bolt in there. Should have a couple left. So all we're doing is literally just that. And we're gonna go ahead and slide that right in there, and again, get it in there to where it's finger tight. And go ahead and try and screw it. And once you see it come out the other side, you can ease back on tightening it a little bit. That way you can adjust your mud flap up like so. And then basically all you'll do is do the same for these last two sides. And I gotta make sure I have the washers here. Here's one. I think the other washer I have is somewhere back down that way. But yeah, so then we'll take our second washer, put it in there like that, go up, find the hole. And we will go ahead and start to screw that one in. So honestly, simple as could be. It really doesn't take all that much time. It's only taken me a little bit longer because I've been trying to record. I only thought about recording it a few minutes after I started. But yeah. And then you'll do the same for that very last one. And I gotta find that last washer. Oh, there it is. All right, guys, I wanted to give you the end result here after putting your tires and stuff back on, putting it back on the ground. Make sure you tighten your bolts and whatnot, but here we go. Here's the overall fitment, which is actually really nice. I'm surprised I got it on the first try. Beginner's luck, maybe, getting it perpendicular with the ground. But yeah, turned out really nice and smooth. And super simple process. Again, didn't even take me an hour. Well, it did take me an hour because I was recording, but outside of that, it was no time at all to go ahead and get this mounted and installed on there. Again, super easy. You don't need any type of power tools, just a simple set of screwdrivers and no WD-40 and basically all the hardware that comes in the kit. So again, this should work with the 93 through 2001 Imprezas, and mine's Impreza Outback Sport, as you can see. And yeah, again, super simple, super easy. Please let me know if you need any help or have any questions about it. But again, man, I can't get over it. It looks awesome. Again, super simple, super easy. Maybe have a couple more videos to come of this car. I just bought it recently, within the last 6 months. But yeah, apologize for not doing this the driver's side here. But again, I feel like it's just so simple on the one side that it's the exact same thing on this side. And Rally Armor is really good about sending in good quality instructions and parts and stuff. Here I have the old ones just in case something would to ever happen. But yeah, please let me know if you guys have any questions or anything like that. I'll be happy to answer. And again, if you're attempting to do this by yourself, don't get worried or anything, especially if you don't have any real experience like myself. Don't hesitate to ask. And again, good luck. Have fun. Thank you, guys.